2016 Dodge Ram with approximately 20,000 miles. I'm going to do an oil change. Also empty out the oil catch can for the crankcase ventilation. I'm going to attempt to look like a professional, and I know what I'm doing. Clearly I don't. I'm going to do a quick maintenance check on all the vitals. And no, I'm not a very kind human. There's the catch can for the crankcase ventilation. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Curious to see how much oil it has collected and if it actually works. The motor has not been cleaned because this is a working truck. Okay, so let's see how my cinematography works. I don't think I said it the right way anyways. So I'm under the truck. Okay, let's change out the oil. Let's do that, but we gotta empty it first. Okay. So I gotta place that. I don't know if you can see that right there. It takes about a 1.5 inch socket. And let's see if I aimed it right. Gotta loosen the nut from the oil pan. Clearly I'm the wrong size for this. If I was a little smaller, that'd be nice. And no, I don't want to lift the truck up. Not usually necessary, because usually these trucks are high enough. Alright. So let's see if my lard ass can get under there. Could have done it from the side, but you know, I choose to do everything the hard way. Not the smartest way. So let's see if I aimed it right. I know I'm going to get oil everywhere. Shazam! Okay, I aimed it right. You see that oil? Just pouring out. Great. Look at that. Made a mess. I'm gonna have to. Okay, so once it slows down, it's gonna drip towards me. It's gonna fall straight down. So I want to make sure that this pan is directly underneath. Okay, as it drains. Now I have to get my fat ass out of here. Okay. The shot, you see how it's draining? Great. Oh, my beanie fat fell off. Where's my beanie hat? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I need another latex glove. The undercarriage still looks good. It's not too bad. All right. Okay, I'm out of. My truck is out of windshield wiper fluid. This is what I'm going to put in. Grab a rag. So that's it right there. want to protect my manicure, so let me oh, great. Get it? My manicure. I'll keep my day job. Top it all off. Perfect. It actually took all 1 gallon of this container. It's impressive. All right. Next step, let's empty out the crankcase ventilation catch can. I'm going to use this empty kimchi, and yes, I do like kimchi. It's an acquired taste, it's healthy. Fermented cabbage. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this thing is tied into the intake manifold. I know it's a little tight, and I believe this line right here, I know it's really hard to see, this one right here goes towards the, I believe, the valve cover. Looks pretty good. It prevents all this oil ending up in the intake and fouling up everything. So it's supposed to catch, in theory, all the oil that might end up going into this tube into the intake manifold. So we'll see how much oil it actually caught. So let's check this out. Let's see if I can position it just right. Alright, let's let her rip, see what happens. Oh, look at that. See that? Look at all that oil pouring out. Well, 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 people, it does work. You see that? Crazy. So all that oil could have ended up in the intake, eventually fouling out, making the engine not work as efficiently. Yeah, impressive. Alright, so now let's take it out and see how much oil. Alright, for the people that think that this does not work, it clearly does. Look at all that oil. This would have contaminated the intake manifold, fouling up the plugs, who knows what else. Impressive. It's a good investment, so they do work. Gonna properly dispose of that. most auto shops, they accept used motor oil. I don't know what they do. They recycle it, or they know how to dispose of it properly. Do not want to throw it in the trash or down the drain. That's absolutely illegal. Okay. So now we're going to button up the oil pan, the bolt, before I put in the new oil. Alright, so there we are. See if I don't muck it up. Let's do this. Oh, that's real good. Good thing I have a little net right there. Just dropped the bolt. Alright, so it goes back here. Really? Can't even thread this in? Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, then snug it down. You don't have to use gorilla power to torque this down. Just snug it down. And that's usually good enough. Oh. Okay, that's good. And this is the least favorite part. You see that oil filter right above me, right above the rack and pinion steering, with electric power steering. I take that off, it's going to get all over the rack and pinion. It's just gets really messy. I hate this part. I mean, you could put a rag on it, I guess. I think I'm going to do that. Got this beautiful rag. Yeah, it's not going to... It helps. Okay. Maybe help out on the cleanup afterwards. It still sucks, though. This sucks big time. Alright. Usually the oil filters, you could take them off with your hand. If you got a little bit of strength there. Okay, I'm gonna do that. No, I don't use steroids. If you have to use a tool, then go ahead and use it. Come on. There we go. Okay, good. Now I'm going to put the oil catch can. Oh crap. I want to position this just right, hopefully where it will catch some of the oil that comes out. I don't know, let's see how it works out. More or less right there. Alright, let's remove this sucker and get it over with. There we are. There it goes. Look at all that oil. Sucks. No way. Don't do it. Ooh, just about right. See how it goes all over the rack and pinion, man. Hate this shit, man. Okay, this channel's not meant for kids, so I could swear a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna have to change my gloves now. So we'll leave it there to do its thing. No, not my beanie hat. Couple of more gloves. See, man, these latex gloves are cheap. Just keep tearing up. And now we're going to grab a new oil filter. I mean, you don't need to buy these extra long ones, man. If you're changing oil on time, constantly, you know, you don't need to. These are good enough. So, get them a little longer. I like this one because it has this texture. You could actually grip onto it a little better. See? Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, don't forget to put a little oil on here. I'll just use some of the oil that's already all over the rack and pinion. Just it'll get on easier. Okay, off the camera, I'm putting a little oil right on that little gasket, like I said. Off camera, can't really maneuver the camera under here. All right, so just doing my best without busting my camera to get some of this on film. All right, so. Alright, that oil filter just rolled into my face. That's not cool. Alright, so here we are. Where you at? Alright. So, you see that? Alright, let's see if I could get it to start with a thread. There we are. No tools needed. You know, if you got decent strength, just, you know, just snug it down as well. You don't need caveman gorilla strength. Just snug it down as best you can. It will not come off. Okay. Now we're going to do the actual oil change. I'll come back and clean that up later. Wow, look at that. So that's where you fill up the oil. You take that off and pour the oil in there. You could use a funnel, or if you're very steady, reasonably steady, you can pour it in there. So let's see if I could get the camera placed properly. Yeah, riveting footage, right? Alright, here we go. It's getting weird there. No, I'm gonna put it somewhere else. Here's an old sock, because I have a feeling I'm gonna miss. Let's see how steady I am. I'm gonna grab the other one. Dodge Rams with the 1500 require 7 quarts of oil. Okay. I'll clean up later. Yep, I'm using Pennzoil synthetic. This one says it's made from natural gas. I have no idea what that means. This one's going to be a doozy. Off camera, I just grabbed a funnel. Yeah, I need a funnel for this one. It's 5 quarts of oil in a big 1-gallon container. It's too slow with the funnel, but here goes. Just try and be a little patient, not impatient like me, and spill over this precious oil. It isn't cheap. You know, I know Ram likes to say that you could change the oil some insane amount. I can't remember. It's some crazy amount, 5,000 to 10,000 miles. Nah, I do it every 3,000 miles. I want this truck to last a very long time. A buddy of mine with a 2012 model, his already has 130,000 miles and it's running like a clock. I asked him, well, how often do you change the oil? The exactly that. Does it every 3,000 miles. Because he takes care of his truck. He drives it everywhere. Every day he drives it. And the thing is dead on reliable. So it's only natural that I want it to last that long for my investment. Brand new, they're $30,000 and up. If you want a diesel model, it's better have deep pockets for that one. I chose the gasoline because I'm not going to do heavy towing. This thing is not threading right, so maybe because I'm reaching over. There we go. Great. I have a little clean spot right here. Now I have to wipe everything down. All right, so right here, see this? Right there. That's where you check the oil. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're getting towards the end here. This is the old dipstick. Gotta clean it once. Right about there. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. That's where you want the level to be. It should be at that point or close to that, because it's at the required 7 quarts of oil. I'm curious to see where it's going to be. Last oil change I didn't bother checking it, but let's do it this time. It's actually above that mark. All right, let's check it again one more time. Throw it in there. It's 1/2 inch above the mark. I'm not going to worry about it. I'd rather have a little bit too much oil than not enough. So now the truck is good for another 3,000 miles until the next oil change. And I recommend everybody do that if you want your vehicles to last a long time. Alright, y'all have a good day. Over and out.